hope you all are doing so good. Thank you for joining me. So today's reading is, should you move on from the person that is on your mind, the person that you are asking about? And before I move on, I'm not telling anyone what to do. Hopefully this reading can be more so a confirmation for you. But yeah, okay. So should you move on from the person on your mind? We have 3 groups. Group 1, the black obsidian. Group 2, the aquamarine crystal. And group 3, the blue apatite. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. If you do want to pause the video so you can take some time to choose your group, feel free. But I shall see you in your readings. Okay, if you have chosen the black obsidian, the first group, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, should you move on from them? We have the 9 of Swords upright, and we also have the King of Cups in reverse. So if you've chosen this group, you should consider moving on from this person. It feels like this person has good intentions towards you, but they won't be able to kind of give you what you want right now. They may not be in the best mental space as well to give you what you want, or to be completely available to you. It feels like they still have some heavy things they need to heal from, and heavy things that they need to work through. Yeah, or they will never be able to really be able to fully commit to you or be fully available to you. And if you choose to stay with this person, you may be required to offer them a lot of support, maybe a lot of help. And I know some of you here could be, open to giving them support. And it feels like you can be there for this person as much as you can, as much as you want to. But that should be outside of what you want from them, So it feels like if you can't offer this person support without strings attached, or knowing that there's a possibility that you'd grow resentful if you gave this person support, but you're not really getting what you need from them, then you should move on from this person, because it could grow into, resentment and, feeling like you're meeting their needs, but it's not the other way around, So for this group, you could possibly end up making each other unhappy, but because of maybe codependency, it feels like you could end up staying together, and it could be much harder for you both to separate later down the line. And this person could become uncaring towards you, maybe emotionally unavailable to you. And they may end up never being completely clear and honest with you about their feelings. And for some of you here, it feels like real, genuine love may not develop with this person even over time. So the person you're asking about, they could have anxiety, they could have, other things going on, maybe insomnia, maybe, not feeling good enough about themselves, depression. It could be something else as well, but it feels like this person is not in the best place, and it really feels like this person needs to focus on themselves. Okay, let's see what else we have. I'm going to start off with these ones first. So we have lottery, bet on yourself. Yeah, this group you're being asked to consider, Page of Wands, to focus on yourself. Yeah, to pull your attention toward yourself, towards achieving something for yourself. So we have purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. See, I don't know whether that you would consider this person toxic to you or toxic to your life, but it feels like, you know, as it says on this card, it's time to release physical and energetic toxins. So, you know, even if you guys aren't good for each other, then you are being asked to consider to move on from this person so you can purify your life in some way, detoxify your life so you can focus on the things that you are meant to focus on. It could be something new for some of you guys. There's something here with the 2 pages coming out about exploring your potential, maybe taking a risk on yourself as well. And some of you are being encouraged to do that instead of focusing on this person. 2 of Cups came out. So I don't know. Do you want to be in a relationship? Yeah. Some of you could really want to be in a relationship, but you are being asked to consider maybe being, I don't know if by yourself is the right, you know, right thing to say, but definitely focusing on yourself, taking a risk on yourself, okay? We also have self-creation. Yeah, so you're being asked to focus on yourself, creating something for yourself. It says be the author of your own life, and we have here bet on yourself. So yeah, you're definitely being asked to consider taking a risk on yourself. So we have our connection is doing more harm than good. So it feels like for this group, the person you're asking about, it could potentially grow to a point where your connection with them does more harm than good. And again, this feels like something that happens over time, you know? So it's like over time, it just becomes harder to maybe separate, or it feels like it would become harder to separate. But it feels like it's almost like being comfortable in a toxic or unhealthy or just depressing situation. But because you are so comfortable with each other, it'll be harder to separate. So it's like, okay, just being cool with being unhappy or resentful with the other person, you know? So, yeah. So we also have selfish. So this person may become controlling of you. And it feels like, would they be in a... Yeah, they could be in a selfish energy as well, clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. So, yeah, so it feels like this person, you know, whether this be now or whether this be down the line, it feels like they will eventually, or they are currently more focused on themselves. Yeah, and it feels like they could end up treating you selfishly. Yeah, maybe like a lack of generosity from them to you. So we also have stop worrying about how other people see you. How do you see you? If you resonate with this person being the person you're asking about, if you resonate with them being maybe caring so much about how other people see them, if they worry about how other people see them, perceive them, then I feel like this is something that you would constantly have to reassure them about, you know? So it feels like their insecurities could end up becoming I don't want to say burden, that doesn't feel like the right word, but it may end up becoming a bit of a chore for you, you know, and making them not feel insecure, you know. So your relationship, your connection to them could end up being you constantly reassuring this person, you know. So we also have, I don't know how this shit will end, but I do know that I want to try. See, that's the thing. It feels like for this group, it feels like you both still want to try. And the old saying was coming into my head like earlier, about when you love something, let it go. If it comes back, you know, it's yours. I don't know. Some of you, it could have that type of energy because it feels like they want to try with you. You could want to try with them as well. And maybe you both don't know how things will work out or end up between the two of you. But I don't know. It just feels like it could be emotionally lacking, you know, if not now, then maybe down the line, okay? So we also have, I waited too long to see your worth, another joke's on me. So for some of you, it could get to the point with them where they won't see or fully appreciate or fully acknowledge your worth until you leave them. You know, until you are out of your life, out of their life, until you have moved on from them. It's only at that point, at that moment, will they fully appreciate and realize what you've done for them, who you were to them, okay? They could have had with you. So it feels like even if you were to move forward with this person, it feels like it would or could end up being a either too little too late type of situation, or I didn't know what I had until I lost it kind of situation, you know? Because it feels like if you were to move forward with them, you would be a big support to them, but I don't know if it would be the other way around too, like if they would be a huge support to you. So we also have, at this point, you're just playing yourself. Yeah, some of you are really being asked to, you know, be realistic maybe about the connection that you have with them. Not only the connection in this moment, sorry, I hate when my voice sounds like this. Not only your connection in this moment, but like your connection in the past. Like you're being asked to look at all of it in a realistic way, okay? And finally, we have, I don't think this is going to work out. Sorry. So yeah, some of your guides are coming through and it's just like they're saying this, like, I don't think the situation you have with this person is going to work out. But obviously we all have free will, and yeah, it's just like a kind of like a warning. If you want to know, you know, but ultimately you can do whatever you want, really, you know. But that is all I have for this group. I hope it could resonate, be helpful, but I'm wishing you the best, alright? Take care. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the second group, the aquamarine crystal, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. Should you move on from them, you have the Empress reversed, but we also have the Five of Swords in reverse, okay? So let's have a look. So should you move on from them? Okay, so if you chose this group, you should consider not moving on from this person. I'm hearing they are going to be in your life for a long time. They could be in your life currently, even for some of you guys, but it feels like, regardless, it does feel like there will be a truce soon between the two of you. And I don't know how you both end up working it out, but you end up working it out, you know? Not to say that this should be a factor in whether or not you move on from them, but this person you're asking about, they could definitely have some insecurities. It feels like they may need a lot of reassurance from you. They also doubt how you feel about them. And for a lot of you here, this person does not feel good enough for you. And once you both talk, once you both get on the same page, once you both, compromise, meet each other in the middle, with that Five of Swords being in reverse, once you find that peaceful medium between the two of you, it feels like, it could be smooth sailing for you guys, and you both could have a very peaceful relationship, friendship, connection, whatever it is that you have going on with the person you're asking about. But that they may be also insecure about what they have, what they don't have. They think that they aren't where they should be in life. They feel like they haven't grown enough as a person, whether this be personally, in their career, in relationships, in life in general. They just don't feel like they are as far as they should be, and they can feel quite insecure about this, okay? And the person you're asking about, they feel like they fall way too hard or become way too invested in relationships, in people, only to be let down, or taken for granted or taken advantage of. But if you both are willing to meet each other in the middle, it feels like you both can make it work, and if you guys openly communicate and all that beautiful stuff, right? And if any of you are asking about a romantic relationship and you haven't had sex with this person yet, then they could be worried about your perception of them in that area. Communication is going to be improving between both of you, though, Yeah, so they could be, insecure a bit, maybe in terms of, I don't want to say in terms of performance, but maybe in terms of how you guys may connect sexually. They could have some worries, but it feels like eventually they will drop their guard and surrender to your connection, as surrender to their feelings and stop fighting it, because right now it feels like they are fighting their feelings for you. They may even be fighting you, they may even be like, I don't even know what word to use, maybe like, and I don't know, antagonistic, or just, being salty. So I don't know. They could be, yeah, I don't know what the right word would be, but you could be experiencing conflict with this person, or this person could just be in an energy where they are, but it feels like once you guys talk, you both will be good, okay? So for this group, you're being encouraged to not move on right now, at least, but obviously, we all have free will, so you can do whatever you want, right? But yeah. So we have email, be mindful of the messages you send. So it feels like you both are stepping into a period, an energy, a moment in your relationship where you both will be more focused on communicating and open and more healthy communication with each other. So I definitely feel like that helps you both. Do you have more from email? So we have spiritual or religious community, join with like-minded people for friendship and increase spiritual growth. So it feels like you guys will go through intense growth with one another. This could be spiritual growth. This could be financial growth. It could just be in terms of, you know, leveling up in life, whatever that may be for you. But it feels like you guys are going to be on the same page soon. Let me see. And it feels like there's going to be a moment where you both realize that you guys actually want the same things as well. And it feels like your connection, your relationship could end up being supported by, you know, family, by maybe a religious establishment, by another community. It feels like people wanting to see you both do well. So they will kind of give you that support. Do you have more from this card? And we also have fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. If you are currently on a break with this person, with the hangman being here, you know, if someone is not making any moves right now, whether that be them, whether that be you, but it feels like this person is longing for you right now. You know, it feels like, yeah, they miss you. That would be the right word. They miss you. They are longing for you. And, you know, with this death card coming out, it feels like they do want a fresh start. You know, they could want to put an end to, you know, the old way of being. And, yeah, definitely move into a new phase of your relationship and connection to them, okay? So we have my mind is elsewhere. So for some of you here, there is a message that this person's mind is elsewhere. And if you can, if it makes sense for you, if it makes sense for the situation and relationship, you're being encouraged to maybe give them the space to work through any BS that they need to work through, okay? Because it does feel like their mind is elsewhere right now, so they could need to work through this energy, you know, before they are able to open up to you or open up or surrender to your connection or relationship. So we have affection. So this person either misses being affectionate with you or they really want to be affectionate with you. We also have I deserve better. So this person, they feel like you deserve better and they feel like, let me see, do they feel like you deserve to be treated better as well from them. And it feels like they regret how they treated you as well. So this person, it feels like they have realized as well, maybe they've settled a lot in their life for certain things, people, situations, but they have realized that they deserve better themselves. And it feels like they want to do better for themselves as well, you know? So we have I'm depressed, shadow work. So for some of you here, this person could be going through something heavy. They could be going through something emotional. They could be doing, you know, some form of shadow work. Yeah, they could be depressed. So for some of you, when they say their mind is elsewhere, it could be in terms of, you know, something that is maybe causing them to feel depressed, or it could be, you know, depression. For some of you, maybe you're in this energy, but if it is you, you're being encouraged to definitely focus on yourself and focus on your healing right now. So if you are on a break with this person, okay, you're being encouraged to maybe stay on this break until you work through your stuff and they work through their stuff. It feels like there will be a moment where you both do kind of meet in the middle, and there is this acknowledgement that you both deserve better, okay? And will end up being this acknowledgement that you both are actually looking for the same thing. So whether that means you guys giving each other your space before you come to this conclusion, then you're being encouraged to do that. But whether or not you should move on from this connection as a whole indefinitely is coming through as a no, and not to do that right now, okay? So we also have I'm afraid. Yeah, so I feel that similar message came up earlier, but it feels like they have a lot of fears when it comes to you, when it comes to the relationship they have with you. We also have, how is it possible to have a connection so strong with a person I barely know? So this is how they feel, okay? Depending on where you're at with this person, they feel like they share a very deep and strong connection with you, but it could scare them a little bit, you know? Whether that be because you've only known each other for a short time, or, you know, whether it be due to past experiences, but it worries them, it scares them to have this connection so strong with someone. And finally, we have boring. So for some of you here, there may need to be a conversation between you both. If they are worried that relationships grow mundane, if they're worried that your relationship to them will grow mundane, or if whether or not that's your worries, but this should be something that you both end up discussing, okay? Keeping that excitement, passion, fun alive in your connection, because it could be a worry as well for them, maybe for you, that things will become stale, that things will become boring and mundane, you know? So maybe you guys have to make a promise or a commitment to one another to always keep that passion, excitement, and fun alive in your relationship, right? But yeah, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate, make sense, and be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best, all right? Please take care. Bye. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the third group, the blue apatite crystal, then this reading is for you, okay? So welcome, hope you are doing good. So the person on your mind, should you move on, we have 7 of Cups reversed and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So let me see. So if you, 8 of Cups as well. So if you have chosen this group, you should consider moving on from this person. It feels like they may have already moved on from you, especially if this person has been out of your life for a significant amount of time. For some of you, though, it could be something they are currently in the process of. So if you already feel it energetically that they have moved on from you, or that they have already moved on from you, that is this, you know, could be your sign to keep it moving as well. And I don't know, for some of you, if this person is still in your life, and if you have the opportunity right now to free yourself from the relationship, bond, or tie that you have to this person, if you have the opportunity, then you're being encouraged to take that opportunity right now, and move on from them. It feels like they really care about you, but honestly, it feels for the majority that they have already moved on, you know? And you're also being encouraged to do the same, but you're also being encouraged to be realistic, to view the situation, them, your past with them, possible futures with them in a realistic way, okay? Especially if any of you have been using tarot a lot to justify your relationship, or justify your feelings for them or their feelings for you. So yeah, you shouldn't use tarot messages, even if they do resonate. For this group specifically, you shouldn't allow that to be a basis. Or it's like, say for example, this person hasn't told you how they're feeling, but you're coming to a tarot video to see how this person feels about you. And even though it could resonate, you shouldn't use that to keep you bonded to someone, you know, that really ain't making an effort with you, or whatever the situation could be between you both, you know. But yeah, it feels like a lot of you here still have free will and the power, and maybe even the choice to still choose this person, but choosing them could end up being not so great for you, you know. And if you continue to pursue them, especially energetically as well, you will continue, or you will begin to trap yourself or create a tower moment for yourself. Like some of you here, you could feel like this person is your soulmate, but it feels like they aren't, or they could be, I don't know, false soulmates or even a thing. Like I try not to get myself wrapped up in, you know, all those phrases that people like, you know, like twin flames, soulmates. But some of you could consider this person a soulmate. But again, like I said, I don't know if false soulmates are a thing, but this person, it doesn't feel like they are, you know, a soulmate for you. And some of you here could be thinking, you know, what if, you know, when it comes to this person, and maybe there is still a little something there, but you are being encouraged to let them be a missed opportunity, you know, especially if it's already in that direction, going in that direction, or if you're already there, you know. Let me see something. It feels like you would be a priority to them, but they wouldn't be a priority to you. No, wait, is it the other way around? They would be a priority for you, but not the other way around. Like, you wouldn't be a priority for them. I don't know if I just said that, but whatever, okay? So, but it feels like some of you will move forward with this person anyway. But it unfortunately may not work out. Obviously, if you guys are in love, I really do hope it works out. But the message is that's coming through is that it may not work out, and the relationship could end up contributing to unstable finances, maybe financial losses. And for some of you, they could take a lot of financial risks, which could impact you down the line. And for some of you, it could be gambling, but ultimately it feels like they won't make an effort, or much of an effort, to keep you or to keep the relationship they have to you. They could end up contributing to you feeling insecure. And if any of you here have specific goals, especially financial goals, the relationship you have with them would significantly slow that down, or maybe put a stop to it completely. And it honestly, it doesn't feel like it doesn't seem to be much genuine romantic feelings on their part. And for some of you, there is a message that they will or may choose someone else above you, whether that be now or down the line. Yeah, with the 10 of Swords coming out upright, and then the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse, you know, poor financial stability with this person in your life, and it could end up, I don't know if betrayal is the right word, but definitely a heavy ending could be possible. So it feels like if things have ended already between you both, then you should keep it that way, you know? But let's see what else we have. Oh. So we have airplane, spread your wings and fly. Yeah, be free. You know? Yeah, you're definitely being encouraged to free yourself from this situation, you know, with the spread your wings and fly. And with the Four of Pentacles being in reverse, it means, again, that sense of freedom, releasing those attachments, okay? We also have Diamond, value your self-worth. So please only take this one if it resonates, but with the Diamond, value your self-worth, some of you here are being asked to consider working on, you know, confidence, valuing yourself even more than you already do value yourself, you know. So yeah. And for some of you, it may be confusing for you letting this person go, because they could actually make you feel really good. They can make you feel valuable as well, or make you feel special. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. So that could be, 1 second. So yeah, that could be why some of you will or are still holding on to the potential between you both, but for whatever reason it just doesn't work out. Obviously things could be different or change down the line, of course, but right now you're being encouraged to just focus on your own self-worth right now, okay? And we also have accepting challenges, trust your inner resources. It feels like some of you are like really willing to accept the challenges that are, you know, placed between you both, or, you know, potential challenges. I don't know, but you're being asked, I mean, I don't want to say what is or what is not a waste of time, but for some of you, this could potentially end up being a waste of your resources, your energy, you know, your effort. It just feels like whatever these challenges are, it may end up not being worth it, you know? But let's see what else we got. So we have, I'm so used to flying solo. Okay, so this is the energy, if you were to move forward with this person, this is the energy they would be in. They would be in a I'm focused on myself type of energy. Yeah, they could have things to work through in their personal life. I feel like that's been a consistent message throughout, you know, the readings today. And even in general, like, I mean, we all got shit to work on, don't we? Well, maybe that's just my perspective. I don't know. But it just feels like this person is focused on them, focused on doing their own thing. Or they would be that way. It's like, say, for example, you were in a relationship with them, you would still feel single, basically. Like, that's what it feels like. Even if this person would be present for you, you know, do little things here and there with you, it would still feel like ultimately you still feel single, you know? So we have blah, blah, blah. And you may never be able to kind of get through to this person in terms of communication. We also have shadow work. So please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, there's still some shadow work that you need to do, maybe some healing that still needs to happen. Yeah, before you're able to kind of move on or move forward or move on to the next step or phase in your life, or maybe even in terms of love and relationships. So maybe shadow work needs to be done before that real genuine connection comes in, or before you're able to work things out, whether it be with this person or someone else. Do you have more from this? So we have, it's not just physical, this is spiritual. So it feels like this person could feel a physical and spiritual connection with you, but it feels like where they are at right now in their personal journey, in terms of, you know, their consciousness as well, it feels like they don't really know what to do with it, you know? So even though they do care about you, even though they do feel, you know, physically, spiritually attracted to you or feel a connection with you, it feels like they don't know what to do with it. And it's like, you know, you guys could be on completely different frequencies, and because they aren't on your frequency, or because they aren't conscious of their frequency, or, you know, being on another frequency, if you know what I'm talking about, it just feels like even though they feel these things for you, they won't know what to do with it, you know? And yeah, it could potentially be a conflict or even an ongoing conflict. So we have, you are an enigma, you are an oxymoron in every sense of the word. I need to know more. So it feels like you really interest this person, but it feels like that could die over time. I mean, I don't know if that's normal, to be honest, but do you know how when something's new, when something's, you know, interesting, and then, okay, it's not new and it's not interesting anymore, so let me just find something else new and interesting. And I'm not saying that's their intentions, but that could be the end result for some of you here, you know. We also have slow, sticky, and wet. I don't know what to do with this card. I don't know what to say about this card. Let me see. Okay, so this is coming through as the connection, relationship you may have with them may end up moving very slowly, but also complicated with the sticky, you know? So it may be slow and complicated, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like thinking about it realistically. Is that what you want? Is that what you're looking for right now, you know? And finally, we have breaking cycles. So it feels like for this group, if you don't end up breaking a cycle with them, they'll end up breaking one with you, okay? But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate, be helpful, and make sense. But I am wishing you all the best, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Bye.